Um, over, I guess, maybe like 2 weekends now. It's crazy that that's already been almost 2 weeks.
Ugh.
The Collective.
Yep.
You had a chance to be at Josh Barnett's Bloodsport. You spoke on the Japanese fans chanting and screaming your name. Your match against Victor Benjamin, like that crowd had a visceral reaction for you. They were one like booming pop. So kind of a
Road
two-part
Warrior Pop,
question.
brother. Road Warrior Pop.
That's right. You know exactly what I'm talking about. So what was it like for you? One, being able to work Josh Barnett's Bloodsport, but also being a part of the Collective as a bigger piece to the indie wrestling puzzle, I guess.
Um, so I've done like Planet Death and stuff like that, and I people always say like Akira never wins a GCW. I'm like, that's besides the point. Bloodsport was something that I've always wanted to do before I ever even was doing death matches, and to be on that, it's a short list, man. Like you're on, I think it's like Barnett's list from like top to bottom, and just the fact that he messaged me once and said, "Hey, dude, you're on my list, so don't like be ready." I go, "Oh shit, fuck!" It was on my birthday too. I was like, "Oh fuck, okay." Um, but coming out and hearing like the fans' reception, even with my entrance and in my loss, um, it's everything you could want, man. Like, I obviously have more to prove on the Bloodsport stage, but I felt like, listen, I'm not a black belt striker like that Victor Benjamin guy is, but I fucking mat wrestled the living shit out of him, and I know I did. Uh, and I felt it was a very good introduction. And apparently, from what I heard, the higher ups, specifically a certain War Masters, also said that was telling people that he was surprised by me, and that I impressed him a little bit, and that's always good to hear. That was, I don't care about I'm at this point now where I don't care if I'm going to be a GCW mainstay. I would rather just be a Bloodsport mainstay, and hearing from the man who has also done it all, main event at the Tokyo Dome, fucking trained under Noki, the War Master. You hearing that kind of confirmation from him, and also getting prepped up by him, like basically doing like the Inoki slap to me to fucking get me ready to fucking go. Like that's all I could ever want. And hearing the fans, man, the chanting from beginning to end, like I was like, no matter what I do in this match, no matter what happens, they're behind me 100%. They're gonna fucking hate this other guy, and I was completely correct. And and if you can't hear that fan reactions and realize that like I am money waiting to be printed in your pocket and in my pocket, you're just fucking yourself, and I don't care. Like I'm not here to fucking convince you anymore. Like I've already convinced the fans. I've convinced people all around the world, and I'm okay doing me. You know, uh, I've done enough. I'm still doing things. I'm still achieving, and I'm still going out there and putting my best foot forward. I know what I'm worth, and I know that I'm valuable, and I know that in every scenario that I've been put in, whether it's fucking Big A Brunch, whether it's a death match, whether it's a scramble, whether it's Bloodsport, I go out there and people remember me. That's what's important.
I like it when my guest gives me easy segues because you brought it up. You
Yeah.
had a chance to be at the Big Gay Brunch in Tampa. I was lucky enough. I sat down with Effy before the event, kind of hyped it up some, talked about it. I asked him very specifically about Tampa. What was the one match you were most looking forward to from the promoter's side of the table? And he said Maid Kira versus Billy Dixon. So I'm curious, when you have a chance to work, there's no other way around it. The Big Gay Brunch is a spectacle unto itself.
Yes.
So what was it like for you to be able to step out and do that in that frame and that style and that show? What was it like for you at the Big Gay Brunch?
So going back to why I like Minoru Suzuki so much, Minoru Suzuki is willing to do whatever the fuck. Like he'll still be himself, or he'll do like little costume changes, but he loves all styles of pro wrestling. I watch him do the Ass Destroyer spot from the DDT guys during New Year's, and his face went face first into this man's ass. And I was like, listen, if Minoru Suzuki can do this shit, there's no reason y'all pseudo macho motherfuckers can't do any of this shit, and like I'm a bisexual guy. Obviously, I'm in a straight relationship, but like, uh, people also know that I'm very, very, very pretty. I have a lot of people message me or talk to me, and they go, "You're so pretty." Like, I've heard a lot, especially with the maid Kira stuff. Like, dude, how are you even hotter as a woman? And I'm like, I don't know. That's a whole bag of tricks that I am not going to open right now. Maybe if life finds a way, but because I did the maid Kira stuff for Twitch. I hit a certain Twitch goal, and the fans said, "Hey, we want to do this," and they expect me to go like full lady beard, have a beard, and just dress up as a maid. And I was like, no, 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 no. I'm going 100% in Japanese style. Like Shigehiro Iri does a fucking gimmick like that too in Japan. Masashi Takeda does fucking like there. It's not that uncommon in Japan, and I said I'm gonna go all in, and I did it, and everyone was just shocked by how pretty I was. And even Effy was just messaging me one day and he goes, "Hey," I go, "What?" And he goes, "Does Maid Kira wrestle?" And I go, "She can. What's up?" And he's like, "Give me a moment." And apparently, it took some convincing, but I the match got announced. Everyone got really excited. People didn't know what to think, but we knew what it was gonna. I knew what it was gonna be. It was gonna be me being the maid. I'm gonna embrace the whole I mean, you watched the match. I cleaned everyone's fucking feet. I sprayed the goddamn ropes. I went and I dusted a fan's face and called him a dusty bitch because he was talking shit. But then also when I got slapped, the gloves came off and I started throwing necro butcher level hands. But it was just insane. Like, it was just a spectacle. Like, I literally looked at it as a from like an anime perspective. I was like, the wig made me become like Sailor Moon. So I just went all in with it, the music and everything. And afterwards, everyone was just so surprised. They were like, "You went all in." They're like, "That was so good. That was so chaotic. It was so charismatic." And also credit to Billy, because Billy matched that level of charisma that I was throwing out there. Because I think there's other people that would have been out there, and I'd have ate them alive just in terms of charisma. But I went out there, and there were some doubters. I know there were some naysayers, and I said, "Watch, I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna gay it the fuck up. Like, people aren't gonna expect me to. I'm gonna be the hottest girl that y'all have never been with, and they're gonna be chanting my name from beginning to end." And again, that's exactly what happened. You put me in any scenarios, I'll make it fucking work. And it was just fun. It was a different style of wrestling. It was very much more like a DDT style match, or it was me unleashing my comedy Minoru Suzuki. It was me unleashing my comedy Toru Yano, if you will. And I have fun doing that kind of shit, man. Like, I love all styles of pro wrestling. I'm not beholden to staying to one kind. People tried to gatekeep me and try to pigeonhole me, and I'm just like, no, because I'm gonna do the thing that you guys think that you do better than you. And I did. And the fans loved it, by the way. They loved it. And some of them didn't know it was me until I came up. They go, "Wait, you're Akira?" And I go, who did you think made Kira was, guys? Like, because they saw I had actual Akira merch out, and they didn't know. They're like, "We didn't think it was you." And I was like, "What do you mean?"
Just waited for you to show up at some point, like to come through the curtain anyways.